press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, today we are going to learn the newest lesson of your class 5 English, that is My Elder Brother. What is the name of your lesson? That is My Elder Brother. Basically it is a play. Children, what do you mean by play? Okay, it's nothing but drama. A play is a story which narrates in dialogues with 2 or more characters. It's not that play that Coco, volleyball, football. It's not that play, that game. It's a play that is a story which is narrated in dialogues between 2 or more characters. Understood? Okay. This is also a play. And this play is written by the famous Hindi author, that is Munshi Premchand. This is a play written by the famous author, that is Munshi Premchand. And his very famous play, that was Bade Bhai Sahib. This play is based on that Bade Bhai Sahib. Understood? Yes. Before going to start this lesson, play, I have to ask you a question, that who is invented a bulb? Who is Thomas Alva Edison? Yes, Thomas Alva Edison is a famous scientist who invented a light bulb, who invented an electric bulb. Okay? We know that Thomas Alva Edison is a famous scientist, famous inventor, famous knowledgeable person, but he is the one who faces many failures in his experiments. That's not only one time, not only 2 times, but not only 100 times, but he failed in his 1000 experiments. But then also he didn't lose his hope in his experiment. And also he conducted that experiments again and again and start this process again and again. And then at last he succeeded. He invented the electric bulb. So now we are considered he is an inspiration for us, right? Thomas Alva Edison, he is an inspiration for us. Like this, in this play also, a very hard-working fellow is there. He is also very hard-working, but then also he got failure in his exams. But he didn't lose his hope in studies. And also he did not lose any interest in his studies, but he tried again and again. He worked again and again, and hardly he get success. Okay, so this is a play is about 2 brothers who are very affectionate and respectful to each other. Understood? This is a short play is about 2 brothers who are very appreciative and very respectful to each other. Okay? Let's start this play. All of you having your textbooks, please, when I am reading, please go through it. Okay? Then I will explain it. My Elder Brother. This is a story of Premchand titled Bade Bhai Sahib. The story shows that experience is as important as hard work. Experience is as important as hard work. Here there are 3 scenes in this play. The first scene first, a hostel room, 2 brothers aged 9 and 14 years sitting at a study table. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book and the younger one Munna is drawing pictures of birds and animals. Okay. Bhaiya, what are you doing? Munna, I'm drawing. Bhaiya, when will you study? Where were you in the morning? Munna, turning pale. I was playing, Bhaiya. How can you sit with a book for hours together? Bhaiya, that's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. If the base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Munna, Bhaiya, you are 5 years older than I am and 3 classes ahead of me. I wonder why you keep writing the same word 20 times, one sentence more than 20 times, and copy poems several times in beautiful letters. Bhaiya, you know, studying English is no child's play. One has to work very hard in order to learn the subject. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required. But the moment you get a chance, you run to the field, play marbles and fly paper kits, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Can't you sit down and study? Munna, oh Bhaiya, there is a big Mela in the village today. Should we go? Bhaiya, have you ever seen me going to a fair or going to watch a cricket or hockey match? I don't go near them. I prefer to study a book. I don't mind repeating a class for more than 2 years. But you might stay in the same class all your life. Do you expect to pass if you waste your time playing all the time? You are simply wasting father's hardly earned money. Munna starts crying on being scolded and sobbing sounds wah 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 boo 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 are heard. Munna, Bhaiya, I feel like running away and going back home. Bhaiya, now stop crying. Put on a nice smile. Look, I will make a timetable for you to follow. Get up at dawn. Okay, timetable and schedule. At 6 a.m., wash your hands, have your breakfast and sit down to study. 6 to 8 a.m. English, 8 to 9 a.m. Maths, 9 to 9:30 a.m. History, 3 to 3:30 a.m. then off to school. 5 to 6 a.m. Grammar, half an hour for strolling. 6:30 to 7 p.m. English composition, then dinner. 8 to 9 p.m. translation, 9 to 10 p.m. Hindi, and 10 to 11 p.m. other subjects, and then go to bed. This is a timetable. Next, Munna, but when is the time to play? Bhaiya, play? What is the need, Munna? Munna, oh, I love the green fields, the gentle breeze. I want to jump up like a football. I like the touch and go and hoo-too-too sounds of the kabaddi. And the hurry and the flurry of volleyball pulls me like a magnet. As soon as I am on the field, I forget everything. Okay? Till now, we will study. Okay? Let's open page number 65, that is my elder brother scene first. As I told earlier, here it is a story or play about 2 little brothers who are very affectionating and respectful to each other. Those are the characters of this play. First one is Bhaiya. For reference, okay, this is Bhaiya, and another character is Munna. He is a smaller one. Okay, these are the characters in this play. Okay, Bhaiya, it is a Hindi word, and Munna, it is also a Hindi word. Bhaiya means the elder one. The elder one is called as Bhaiya. In Hindi, the elder one is called as Bhaiya, and Munna, he is the younger one. These are the 2 brothers. The first one is Bhaiya and second one is Munna. Okay, Bhaiya is 14 years old. 14 years old. Who? Bhaiya. And Munna is 9 years old. Okay? Munna is 9 years old. These are the two characters in this play, and these are the brothers. Okay? As I told earlier, these two characters are dead opposite. One side, Bhaiya is a very hardworking fellow, like a study bug. Do you know study bug? Those who study any time and 24 hours are studying only. They don't know about anything, but studying is only the lifetime aim of the children. Next, the Munna. He is a very opposite character of this Bhaiya. That is, he was a playboy. He wants to play in the ground. He wants to play with the friends. He wants to play the bubbles. Like, he is a playboy, but he is a study bug. Okay, and very hardworking fellow. Let's start this play. In scene 1, a hostel room, two brothers, aged 9 and 14 years, sitting at a study table. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book, and the younger one Munna is drawing the pictures of birds and animals. Here, Bhaiya and Munna both are in a hostel room. Okay? Here, both are in a hostel room, and they are aged 14 and 9 years respectively. They are sitting at a study table. In hostel room, they are sitting at a study table. Who? Bhaiya and Munna. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book. As I told earlier, he is a study bug. He reading the books. And the younger one, Munna, as I told earlier, he is a playboy. He is drawing pictures of birds and animals. He is drawing pictures and animals, and he is reading books. Okay? This is a scene. They are sitting in a hostel room. Bhaiya is studying the book, and Munna was painting or drawing the pictures of plants and animals. Okay? Birds and animals. Next. Bhaiya, what are you doing, Munna? I am drawing. Bhaiya asked that. What are you doing, Munna? I am studying here. But you, what are you doing? Like this, Bhaiya asked to Munna. Then Munna said that, I am drawing, Bhaiya. I am drawing the pictures of birds and animals. I don't want to study. Like this, he will told. Bhaiya, then when will you study? Where were you in the morning? Okay, if you keep on this drawing, then when will you study? Today also, today morning, you run away without studying. That is, where were you go? Where were you there? Like this, Bhaiya is asking to Munna. Munna turning pale. I was playing, Bhaiya. How can you sit with a book for hours together? Turning pale means without charm in the face. When you are sick, your face will be pale. Your face will be converted into pale because there is no charm in your face when you are sick. Like this, Munna tells that turning pale. ಮುಖ ಈ ಥರ ಸಪ್ಪೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪೇಲ್. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್, Bhaiya, I was playing in the morning. I was going to play. I was playing. Bhaiya, how can you sit with a book for hours together? Bhaiya, how can you sit with the books with hours together? Isn't you get bored? If so, then come with me. Come to play with me. Like this, Munna asked to Bhaiya. Do you understand? Bhaiya tells that, where were you in the morning? Munna replies that, I will go to what? Playing. I am playing in the field. Bhaiya and Munna asked that, yes. Bhaiya, don't you get bored? Why are you sitting like this with these books for hours? Isn't it get bored? Like this, Munna asked to her brother. Okay, next. Bhaiya answers that, that's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. If the base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Munna asked that, what? Bhaiya, don't you get bored? Then Bhaiya replies that, yes, I will sit with books for more than hours. Right? That's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. Foundation means a solid base. Can I write here? Foundation means a solid base. When you want to build the home, your home, you have to do that is foundation. You have to make foundation. Foundation is a solid base. Like that, Bhaiya tells that I want my foundation in education to be very strong. If foundation is strong, then the building is firmly attached. So it tells that if the foundation base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Students, all of you are in 5th class, right? Yes. 5th class is the foundation for your next 6th class. Do you understood? 5th class is the foundation for you, for your future 6th class. Because in 6th class, you have to learn more topics than in the 5th class. Right? Yes, you have to understood that. For that, the base, the 5th class is very necessary for you. If this is strong, like you have the knowledge, you have to gain the knowledge in the 6th class, you have to learn properly in 5th class. Do you understand? Like this, education is the foundation for the future. So, if you study well, study in top level, is the very good foundation for a better future. Do you understand? Here, building is compared to a future and foundation is compared to a what? Education. Your basic education or basic knowledge. And also with these also with your class syllabus also you have to learn from the knowledge from the general knowledge and GK and current affairs and atlas and dictionary. Like this you have to gain the knowledge as much as you possible because you are in a very competitive world. Okay, like this Bhaiya told to Munna. That's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. So, I will sit for hours with books. I will study like that. If the base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Firmly means fixed. Firmly means fixed. Okay? Building is fixed to the foundation. So, foundation is very important in our life. Next, sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Yes, as I told earlier, he is a very hard-working fellow, but then also he got failures in exams. So, he told that it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. Okay. Next, Munna tells that, Bhaiya, you are 5 years older than I am and 3 classes ahead of me. I wonder why you keep writing the same word 20 times, one sentence more than 20 times and copy poems several times in beautiful letters. I know Bhaiya, you are a very hardworking fellow, but you are 5 years older than me. The age gap between me and you is 5 years and also you are ahead of 3 classes from me. Do you understand? Bhaiya is 5 years older than Munna and also he is ahead of 3 classes than Munna. Munna. So Munna asked that, why are you doing like the same sentence you are writing 20 times, the same word you are writing for more than 20 times, and also some poems you will write like in beautiful letters. Why are you doing this? Because you are older than me, so you have more knowledge than me, so why are you doing this? Like this Munna asked her Bhaiya, that is brother. Then Bhaiya replies that, studying English is not a child play. One has to work very hard in order to learn the subject. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required. So Bhaiya answers that, studying English is not child play. Like you, when the time will say, when the time is required, you will say, I want to go play with home. I want to go and play with my friends. I want to go and play with my kites. It's not like that. English is not like that. It's not a child play. It's a very difficult language. In order to speak properly, in order to write correctly, you have to learn it from the basic. Studying English is no child's play. One has to work very hard in order to learn the subject, because it is a very hardest subject. So you have to learn in proper way for writing and speaking. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required. Tremendous means extraordinarily large. Can I rub this? Oh, where I will write? Okay. Tremendous means extraordinarily large. Extraordinarily large. Bhaiya tells that English is a very difficult subject. So in order to increase your knowledge in English, you have to put a tremendous effort. Tremendous means extraordinarily large. A large effort is required to learn the English. Like this Bhaiya said. Next, but the moment you get a chance, you run to the field, play marbles, fly paper kites, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Can't you sit down and study? Here, English is a very difficult subject, but when you get a moment, you will go to the field. You can't study, right? You go to the field and play with marbles, play with your paper kites, and have fun with your lazy group. Means idling away. Idling means lazy. Idling means lazy. So you don't study at all. The moment you get it, then you will use like anything for having fun. Marbles and fly paper kites, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Like this, you are wasting your valuable time. Can't you sit down and study? Like this, brother is scolding to her younger one. That is, can't you sit down and study? Why are you going to play there? Please come and sit down and study. That's all. Okay, marble means small ball, or play marble means play with small ball or stone. Okay, and you know about paper kites? Yes. In next page, turn the next page. Munna forgets everything that brother scolded and then asked that, oh Bhaiya, there is a big mela in the village today. Should we go? Like this, Bhaiya scolded to Munna. But Munna forgets all this and then asked that, oh bhaiya, there is a big mela in our village. Shall we go? Like this, Munna asked to his brother. Mela means, it is also a Hindi word. Mela means a fair or festival. Okay? Fair or festival. So, villages are very famous to these fairs and festivals, right? Like this, Munna asked his brother that, brother, there is a mela in our village. Shall we go there? Like this, he is asked. Bhaiya gets angry by listening this, because Munna never want to study but want to play always. So he tells that, have you ever seen me going to a fair or going to watch a cricket or hockey match? I don't go near them. I prefer to study a book. I don't mind repeating a class for more than 2 years. But you might stay in the same class all your life. Bhaiya gets angry and then tells that, have you ever seen me going to fair or going to watch a cricket or going to watch a hockey match? Because Bhaiya is a very study bug. So he don't want to go those fairs, cricket matches, hockey. So he don't want to go and see there. So yeah, he always wants that is reading. So like this, Bhaiya is a very hardworking fellow. So he tells means what? Scolding to Munna that, have you ever seen? Like, I'm going to those places. Next, I prefer to study a book. Yes, I want to study a book more than fairs, more than go to fairs, more than go to hockey matches or cricket matches. I don't mind repeating a class for more than 2 years. Yes, I have failed, but I don't mind to repeating these classes because I want to gain more knowledge in this class. I want to learn properly in this class. Do you understand? So, failure is not necessary. Failure is not countable for me. Like this, Bhaiya tells the Munna. And also, but you might stay in the same class all your life, but if you go on like this, if you keep on like this, you might sit in the same class into the rest of your life. You will never able to pass this year. So stop these all and study. Like this, Bhaiya telling to Munna. But do you expect to pass if you waste your time playing all the time? You are simply wasting father's hardly earned money. Bhaiya also tells that, if you keep on like this, then also you want to pass in your exams? How is it possible? You are simply wasting your money. That is not your money. That is our father's hardly earned money. You know, fathers are very hard workers for our education, our future. So they work very hard, but Munna is wasting that. So like that, Bhaiya is scolding to Munna. So Munna starts crying on being scolded and sobbing sounds. Yes, children, have you ever cried because of your scolding from your elder one or your mother, your father? Yes, all of you did this, right? Munna also starts crying on being scolded by his brother. So he also starts crying. That is, okay, sobbing sound. Sobbing means sign convulsing gasp. Crying, convulsing gasp. Sobbing means what? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಿಕ್ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅಳೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಬಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Sigh in convulsive gasp. GASP. Okay, this is sobbing. wah wah wah, boo boo boo, ooh. Like this sounds are heard. Munna is crying. So Munna tells them, Bhaiya, I feel like running away and going back home. Bhaiya, I can't study these all, so I want to go back home. Like this, Munna cryingly said. Bhaiya, now stop crying. Put on a nice smile. Look, I will make a timetable for you to follow. Get up at dawn. Yes. Then, after a scolding of Munna, Bhaiya gets cold piece in his soul and tells that, now stop crying. Don't do that anymore. So, now I will give you a timetable you have to follow from the morning. Dawn, beginning of the light. Okay? Dawn means beginning of the light. That is morning, early morning. Stop crying, Munna. I will give you a timetable. Then you have to follow that. Okay. Timetable is ready and we will look what is there in the timetable. Time 6 a.m. to only 6 a.m. Wash your hands, have your breakfast and sit down to study. Yes. Wake up early in the morning, that is 6 a.m. and wash your face and wash your hands, have your breakfast and sit down to study. This is a first step in timetable. Have you guys ever followed the timetable? Yes. If you want to succeed in your life, you have to follow the timetable because timetable are very necessary in your progress. Okay? Yes. Here a timetable is there for Munna, that is wake up at 6 a.m. and wash your hands, wash your face and then start to reading. Okay. This is a timetable for Munna. First one is 6 a.m. You have to wash hands, have breakfast and sit to study. Okay? At 6 a.m. you have to do this. Next, at 6 to 8 a.m. you have to read English. At 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning you have to read only English because English is a very difficult subject, so you have to learn it properly in the morning so that you can understand. Okay? 6 to 8 a.m. that is you have to read English. And next 8 to 9 a.m. that is maths. After the reading of English you have to read maths, that is 8 to 9 a.m. you have to read maths. Okay? And 9 to 9:30 a.m. that is history. After reading the maths, there is a half an hour time, 9 to 9:30 a.m. In that time, you have to read history. Okay? And after 9:30, you have to go to school. You have to go to school. Okay? This is a morning timetable for Munna, that is 6 a.m. At 6 a.m. you have to wash your hands and make your breakfast and sit to study. At 6 to 8 a.m. you have to learn or read the English. And next 8 to 9 a.m. you have to read the maths. No, it's work. We can't read the maths, right? We have to work on maths. And next 9 to 9:30 you have to learn the history. You have to read the history and after 9:30 you will go to your school. This is a morning timetable. And after the school, that is from 3:30. Okay? 3:30 p.m. you have to off from school. Okay, you have to off from school. And 5 to 6 p.m. okay, 3:32 you have to off from at 3:30 you have to off from the school, and at up to 5 o'clock you have to rest or make the use of the time. Then 5 to 6 p.m. at evening, 5 to 6 p.m. that is you have to learn the grammar. Yes, grammar are very important in languages, right? Yes, you have to learn grammar in 5 to 6 p.m. that is 1 hour. Next, half an hour for strolling. Strolling means walk in freely. In evening time we will prefer to walk freely, right? Because the environment is very peaceful in that time. So strolling means walking freely. Okay, half an hour for walking, that is 6 to 6:30. And next, 6:30 to 7 p.m. English composition. 6:30 to 7 p.m. you have to do English composition. English composition means making sentence formation, and doing grammar works and doing your question and answers in your English. That is from 6:30 to 7 p.m. that is half an hour. And next, then dinner. Yes, 7 to 8. 8, right? Yes, 8 dinner. Next, 8 to 9 p.m. that is translation time. 8 to 9 p.m. you have to make translation. What is the meaning of translation? Convert the one language from another language. Example, English to Hindi, Hindi to Kannada, like this. We call it as translation. Yes, 8 to 9 p.m. you have to read the translation part. Next, 9 to 10 p.m. Hindi. Okay, I will said like this. 9 to 10 p.m. Hindi, because Hindi is a funny language. Funny language means in 9 to 10 p.m. that time is a very sleepy. You will get a sleep in that time, in that period. So you have to learn a more more funniest language, that is Hindi. Hindi is a very curious and funny language. So you have to read the Hindi in 9 to 10 p.m. Then 10 to 11 p.m. other subject, then to bed. 10 to 11 also you have to read other subject like EVS, like that you have to read and then go to bed. So like this Bhaiya prepared a timetable for Munna. Okay, next. Munna tells that but when is the time to play? Munna asked that, Bhaiya, here there is no time for play. I got confused because all of you is only study. But where is the time to play? Like this, Munna asked. Children, can you ever imagine without time for play? No, we can't, because we have to play. We want to play. So, like this, Munna also want to play. So, he asked to Bhaiya that, Bhaiya, where is the time for our play? Bhaiya, play? What is the need, Munna? Play? Why are you needing that? What is the need of that? You have to learn only. So, there is no use from the play. You have to sit and study your syllabus. That's all. So, there is no need for the play. Munna, oh, I love the green fields, the gentle breeze. I want to jump up like a football. I like the touch and go and huttutu sound of the kabaddi, and the hurry and flurry of volleyball pulls me like a magnet. As soon as I am in the field, I forget everything. As I told earlier, Munna is a playboy. He don't want to study, but he wants to play. Play with whom? That is, he loves green fields. Yes, all of you guys love the green fields? Yes, we all are love the green fields. And the gentle breeze, yes. In morning or evening, the environment is very peaceful. So, the gentle breeze, the cold wind is blowing. Gentle breeze means cold wind blowing. Okay? That is, I want to experience that cold breeze. I want to jump like a football. Yes, I want to jump football. How it will jump? Like this. Yes, I want to jump like a football. Like Munna said. And also, I like the touch and go and huttutu sounds of kabaddi. I also like to play a kabaddi. In kabaddi, what we will do? We will go in the opposite team and we will touch and come out of the line. Do you understand? Yes. I want to play that kabaddi and make sound at that huttutu. Like this, Munna wants to play that kabaddi also. And the hurry and flurry volleyball. Hurry means what? Nervous. Flurry means nervous. Hurry means fastly. Yes, volleyball. In volleyball, we have all are curious that who will be win. That first game is volleyball. So that volleyball is what? Pulls me like a magnet. Okay, magnet attracts the iron pieces. Like volleyball attracts me like that. I can't live without playing volleyball. As soon as I am in the field, I forget everything. Yes, when I am in the field, I am playing like all of this volleyball, football, kabaddi. So, I forget everything. I forget study, I forget homework, I forget timetable. Just I want to play. Like this, Munna tells to Bhaiya. So, this is the scene. Okay? See, first is completed here. Do you understand? Can I told in Kannada? Okay. My elder brother, ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕ ಇದು ಪ್ಲೇಗೆ ನಾವು ನಾಟಕ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ಬರೆದವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ ಲೇಖಕರಾದಂತಹ ಮುನ್ಷಿ ಪ್ರೇಮಚಂದ್ ಅವರು. ಮುನ್ಷಿ ಪ್ರೇಮಚಂದ್ ಅವರು ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಣ್ಣ ಮೈ ಬಡೆ ಭಾಯ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ನಾಟಕವನ್ನು ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಈ ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಪಾತ್ರ, ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡಣ್ಣ, ಯಾರು ಅಣ್ಣ ಭಯ್ಯ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಮುನ್ನ. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರ ಹೆಸರು ಭಯ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಮುನ್ನ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರು ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಬರೀ ಓದೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಬರೀ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಚಿಂತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಷ್ಟು ಓದಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬರೋ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಓದದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಣ್ಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಣ್ಣ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ತನ್ನ ಹೋಪನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ತನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಓದೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಈ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಎದುರು ಬದ್ರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ತಮ್ಮ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಭಯ್ಯ ಅಣ್ಣ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀಯಾ? ಆವಾಗ ತಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಣ್ಣ ನಾನು ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ಬರೀ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಆಟ ಆಡೋದು, ಓದೋದೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ನೀನು? ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಅದು ಓದೋದೇ ಕೂಡ ಓದಲಿಲ್ಲಂಗೆ ನೀನು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಣ್ಣ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಮುನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಣ್ಣ, ನಾನು ಪ್ಲೇ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಆಟದ ಮೈದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಮುನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಣ್ಣಂಗೆ, ಅಣ್ಣ ನೀನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗಂಟೆಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ, ನಿಂಗೆ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ, ಯಾಕೆ ನೀನು ಈ ಥರ ಓದ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಮನೆ ನಾವೇನೇ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಬುನಾದಿ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಬುನಾದಿ. ಈ ಬುನಾದಿನ ನಾನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಪಟ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ, ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬುನಾದಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಈ ಬುನಾದಿಯನ್ನು, ಈ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ನ, ಈ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಬೇಸನ್ನು ನಾನು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿರತ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಬೋರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಮುನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆದರೂ ಭಯ್ಯ, ಆದರೂ ಅಣ್ಣ ನೀನು ನನಗಿಂತ 5 ವರ್ಷ ದೊಡ್ಡವನು, ನನಗಿಂತ 3 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಂದೆನೂ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಆದರೂ ನೀನು ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಯನ 20 ಸಲ ಬರೀತೀಯ, ಒಂದು ಪದನ 20ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಬರೀತೀಯ, ಮತ್ತು ಪದ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 3-4 ಸಲ ಬರೀತೀಯ, ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ, ನೀನು ನನಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡವನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಭಯ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಏನಂತ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇ. ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಆಟ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಕಲಿತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಮುನ್ನಂಗೆ ಬೈತಾನೆ, ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಂತರ ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ಸಿಕ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಪ್ಲೇ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಟದ ಮೈದಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದು, ಗಾಳಿಪಟದ ಜೊತೆ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದು, ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಲ್ಲುಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದು, ನಿನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಗುಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಲೇಜಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೋಮಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಕಾಲ ಕಳೆಯೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಅಣ್ಣ ಮುನ್ನಾಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಅಣ್ಣ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳ್ಳೀಲಿ ಜಾತ್ರೆ ಇದೆ, ನಾವಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣವಾ ಅಂತ ಮುನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಭಯ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ ನಾನು ಜಾತ್ರೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಹಾಕಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಾಗಲಿ ನೀನು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ, ನನಗಿದೇನೂ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆದರೆ ನೀನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ಬರೀ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ನಿನ್ನ ಜೀವನನ ಕಳಿತೀಯ, ನಾನೇನೋ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ತೊಂದರೆನೂ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆದರೆ ನೀನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಜೀವನನ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಣ್ಣ ಮುನ್ನಂಗೆ ಬೈತಾನೆ. ಈ ಬೈಯೋದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುನ್ನ ಅಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಣ್ಣ ನಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಂಗೆ ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂತ ಅಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಮುನ್ನ. ಆವಾಗ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಲಿ ಅಣ್ಣ ತಾನೆ, ಯಾವ ಅಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ತಾನೆ ತನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಳೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಳಬೇಡ ಮುನ್ನ, ನಾನು ನಿಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀನು ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದಲೇ ಇದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಓದೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 6ರಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ 11 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕನೂ ಬರೀ ಓದೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ಮುನ್ನಾಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ ಆಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಅಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಬೈಯಂಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾ ನಿಂಗೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತೀಯಾ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ನಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಮುನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಣ್ಣ ನನಗೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟ, ನನಗೆ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಥರ ಕುಣಿಯೋದಕ್ಕಿಷ್ಟ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತದ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕಿಷ್ಟ, ಕಬಡ್ಡಿಲಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಷ್ಟ, ಕಬಡ್ಡಿಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕಿಷ್ಟ, ನಂಗೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಆದರೆ ನೀನು ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಓದೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ತೀಯ, ನಂಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೇಬಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ನೀನು, ಟೈಮೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಅಂತ ಅಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇದು ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ನ, ಈ ಪ್ಲೇಯ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀನ್. ಸೊ ಸೀನ್ 2 ಮತ್ತು ಸೀನ್ 3ನ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೀನ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.